I am purposely shooting low quality videos. This video is going to be unedited. There's no B-roll. There's not going to be a really good thumbnail at all. It's going to break all the rules of what every YouTuber tells you you have to do. But I'm doing it purposely. And the reason is because for the last 2 years, I have been adhering to so many rules about YouTube. I started a YouTube channel and I did endless amounts of research, hundreds if not thousands of hours of research about how do you make a good YouTube video? What are the rules you have to follow to make a video go viral? How do you open a video? What are the thumbnails? What's the topic? And when you go on YouTube, you see that there's an entire world about how to make things the right way. And that put me in a very bad place, because the reason I started going into YouTube wasn't because I wanted to make money. It wasn't because, I wanted to open up a business. It was simply because I like to think. I'm a deep thinker. I like to think about things. I love learning and pondering and contemplating life and how to grow. That's really what I like to do. I love the self-help field, the field of personal achievement, personal growth. And I just want to take every day of my life and work on myself to become better and live a richer life, a fulfilling life, to reach what I believe greatness is on a personal level. And when I went into YouTube, I went into the self-help field. My videos are more about personal growth, how to change your mindset, how to become more successful, how to overcome limiting beliefs, that whole field of self-growth. And it was really, really a big passion of mine to share my journey, the last 10 years of getting involved in this growth, in this field, and not growing alone, sharing what I've learned, sharing my thoughts, and maybe allowing other people to grow with me. But what slowly happened was I got stuck into this mold of writing a YouTube script based on someone else's understanding or opinion of what I had to do, or how I had to be successful, or what would make me successful. And it created this cycle of just keep on looking for people to tell me, wait, what do you do? How do you make a good YouTube video? What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to start a YouTube video? How are you supposed to transition to the next ideas? How many things should you talk about? How long should it be? And what it did was it sucked the life out of the content creation process. And the more I put into it, the less I was in it. And I think I talked about this a little bit before in my previous video, where it burned me out to the point where making videos became a task when it started out as becoming as a passion. And it eroded my interest and my love of creating videos. It became so tedious, and it was just like, this is not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for, just like another job. Like, it's not a job. It's something I just wanted to do. And of course you want to be successful, so you start learning about how to be successful. But at the end of the day, it took me out of the picture. And it just created this image of what I had to be, or how I had to speak, or how a video should be. And right now, I'm making videos that are the exact opposite. I'm not even gonna edit the video at all. I'm not gonna add B-roll. I'm not even adding sound. I'm not adding anything, because it's important for me to share to you, going from here to here, that I have not given up on YouTube. And I'm looking at the last 2 years as a learning lesson. I find it fascinating that I'm able to sit down and really contemplate what went wrong, why it was such a failure, what were the mistakes that were made. I don't get emotionally attached to it. I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel down about it. I don't look at it as, oh my gosh, I failed. I'm so horrible. I couldn't make a YouTube video and I spent so much time and money. That's not the way I look at it. I look at it as a purely learning lesson What am I taking out of this? Can I look back at the mistakes I've done without getting emotional about them? Absolutely. What is there to get emotional about? I'm not a professional YouTuber. I make mistakes. I'm a human being. So for 2 years, I went on a journey and I was going in the wrong direction. But that's only if I stopped. Then it would be the wrong direction. But what if that was the right direction? What if the last 2 years was going what appeared to be in the last direction, but was actually in the right direction? Because of all the lessons that I'm going to learn from now, from those 2 years, is going to steer me to success. It's going to steer me to create a YouTube channel that will be successful. So are you going in the wrong direction? If that direction at the end leads you to the right direction, no, that makes it the right direction all along. The only issue is that sometimes we get so emotionally attached and emotionally bogged down that we're unable to take a step back and learn from our failures and realize why they actually were taking us in the right direction if we would only learn from the lessons they are teaching us. So I think that I'm really grateful to be able to look at the failure of the last 2 years and just 100% look at it detached from emotion and just think about what I did wrong, delve deep into it, go really deep into the mistakes and what I learned from those mistakes in order to make it better in the future. And what I've learned is that getting stuck on a thumbnail, getting stuck on a script, getting stuck on reading things from a teleprompter, getting stuck on, so many nitty-gritty things was eroding my interest. So now that I want to get back into content creation, I feel that the true way to approach this is to not care about those things at all. Not even think about those things. Because I feel that if I start analyzing my thumbnail right now, it will create a friction, and that's not what I need to do right now. The point of this video right now, it's probably not even going to be viewed by over 20, 30 people, and that's fine, because this video, maybe not, the purpose of this video is not necessarily to go viral. The purpose of this video is for me. It's for me to be able to make another video, not to think about the things that are tedious to me, and just get back in the game. And when you're in the game, you're eventually going to get better. The more shots you take, the better your aim will become, so long as you want to become better and you're practicing in order to become better. And the problem is that the problem isn't that people aren't good. The problem is that people remove themselves from the game. And you could start out not talented. There have been so many athletes and so many people who started out as really untalented people in their field. And they were just put in the game, they put themselves in the game, and little by little they got better and better and better. And by staying in the game, they were able to perfect their craft and to develop and grow. The problem is when people remove themselves from the game. And I think that for me right now, I have to be honest with myself. I have to be truthful to myself. If I focus on the technical aspects of the video creation, which I happen to not be good at. I'm not that tech savvy with making thumbnails and editing and, doing all these things. Like, that's not my strength or my interest. So if I focus on that even a little bit, it might take me out of the game again. It might create a friction to the point where I won't look forward to making another video because I know, I got to deal with this thumbnail. I won't be interested or enthusiastic to making another video because I have to deal with this other technical issue. So it's important to be truthful to yourself. I think that's the thing that I've come out with the last 2 days of thinking, that it's not important to make a good video by other people's standards. What's important is to always make sure you're in the game. And you have to be truthful to yourself. You have to know where you're holding. You have to know your place. You have to know your level. And if you feel that chasing a level that you're not up to right now, if I feel right now that I have to make a better YouTube video and I have to make a good thumbnail, and I'm going to elevate myself to think that I'm on that level where I could still do that and remain passionate and keep going further with video creation, I'm lying to myself. And that's the worst thing you could do, because when you lie to yourself to think you're holding in a place where you're not, you're going to end up quitting because the friction is going to be too strong. So I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to say, okay, I got to stay in the game. What does it mean for me to stay in the game at this point of my life, at this point of video creation? It's just being able to create videos without friction, that I'll be able to be enthusiastic and ambitious and passionate about creating, happy about creating, not even passionate, happy about creating. And it will allow me to create more and more and more and more. I'm in the game. It's important to realize that if I focus on technical things that aren't really that important, or maybe they are important, but they're going to remove me from the game because I'm not that in it right now, so then I have to let those things go. I have to just make believe those things don't exist right now. There's no such thing as a thumbnail. There's no such thing as B-roll. There's no such thing as music, because those things are not where I'm holding. They're not my level right now, and they will remove me from the game. And I think the problem with people the problem for people to implement this is that it's hard for them to think about uploading a video that's by standards not good. By standards, it's just like garbage, right? This is a horrible video, right? If you would give this to any successful YouTube video and you tell them, like, look at this video, how would you rate it? How would you assess it? They would tell you it doesn't check any of the boxes. It's garbage, But so what? Why do I care to be validated in their eyes that they should look at my video and say, that's a good video? Who needs that? Right now, I'm true to myself, that I am at a place where I have to shoot videos, and I have to make sure that I'm enthusiastic about shooting videos, that I'm looking forward to shooting the next video. That's where I'm holding right now, right? 2 years, I went through these ups and downs of doing it and not doing it, ups and downs, going forward and then going backwards. So I just got to be true to myself. I have to be truthful to myself and realize this is where I am. And if it means creating bad videos based on other people's standards, then I'm okay with making bad videos according to other people's standards, because I'm not even making the videos for them. I'm making the videos based on the truth of where I am right now. And I think it's so rare for someone to just tap into their truth, into where they're really holding in life and what they really should be doing, and to just not care about the noise, about the opinions, about the assessment of others, of like, wait, but this is not the way a video should be. This is not the way a thumbnail should be. Okay, so what? So I'm going to make a video based on the way I think thumbnails should be according to this guy and that guy, and listen to this video and that video about how I should create videos, and then follow their orders, and then lose passion, and then get out of the game because I'm not going to be interested in making a video tomorrow. That would be not being truthful to where you are, jumping to a level you're not holding by, and the end result will be quitting, because you're creating too much friction and you're draining your passion and love for crafting the product you're working on. So that's why the next videos, I don't know till when, maybe when I get into it more, obviously I want to grow the channel and I want to make better videos. I want to make videos with better editing and thumbnails and music. I want to, but it has to be an organic process and growth. It has to come in a natural way where I feel, okay, I'm at step 2 and let's go, right? There's first grade and second grade. So right now I'm back in pre-1A. I'm back in kindergarten and I'm making videos on a kindergarten level, but at least I'm being truthful to myself to know that that's where I am. I'm in kindergarten. I don't have a problem with saying that to anyone. I don't have a problem being true to myself and where I really am. In YouTube, I'm in kindergarten and I'm ready to make kindergarten level videos, because I know that once I'm in kindergarten for X amount of days, guess what happens? You don't stay in kindergarten forever. You go back, you go to the next grade, and then you get to first grade. So after you're spending time in kindergarten for a certain amount of time, then organically you're going to grow and graduate. And then you're going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm excited to learn about how to make a better thumbnail. I'm excited to learn about how to edit a video. and it will come naturally, and the process will be an organic one of growth, not of force. So my message to you today is to be true to yourself, be true to the grade you're in, and just stay there for a little bit, because that's where you belong. Learn from that experience, learn from that classroom. And then when you realize that it's not a shame to be in kindergarten, because everyone started out in kindergarten. There were no one who jumped to high school and skipped first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade, and when it comes to YouTube, who said that I should be in eighth grade on day one? Why shouldn't I be in kindergarten? Why is it embarrassing to be in kindergarten? Why should we have a hard time putting out a video or doing anything in any field of life that will be laughed at by others? Who cares? What does it matter if other people are looking at you and judging you, or looking at you and saying that video stinks? That's a horrible video. Why is he even embarrassed to upload that video? That's their truth, maybe. That's their opinion. That's where, they're coming from. But is that your truth? Is that really where you're holding? Is that really what you should be doing? So we have to stop caring about what other people are thinking we should do, and start thinking about what we really should be doing. And when we get aligned with what we should really be doing, without caring about the opinions of others and them telling us what we should be doing and where we should be holding and what grade we should be in, that's when real growth happens. Because growth means I'm here and I'm growing. But what if I can't acknowledge that I'm here? What if I don't know that I'm here? So where am I growing to? You can only grow from where you are to the next level, to the next step. But if you can't acknowledge where you are, so then you can't grow either, because you don't even know where you are to grow from. You don't even know the current level. You don't even know what you're doing. You're living in a facade. You're living in a dream world. You're living in a situation where you're not true to where you are and who you are today. So then you can't become better from that point on tomorrow. And the lesson I took is that it's not embarrassing, it's not shameful to create a product that's by everyone's standards subpar or even garbage. Because if that's what you should be doing based on where you are in life and where you're holding, so then that's your truth. That becomes what you need to do, and everyone's opinions is useless. So for the time being, I acknowledge I am in kindergarten. I'm falling back in love with the creation of videos, right? I yesterday shot a video. I just got in front of the camera and I spoke, and it felt really good. It felt fun. And I didn't choose a thumbnail. I didn't edit the video. I didn't even look up how to insert music. I just wanted to make sure I left a fun taste in my mouth. And guess what that taste did? Maybe it didn't create a good video. Maybe the video was trash and it only got 31 views till now. But guess what I'm doing today? Today I made another video. Today I'm sitting in front of my camera and I'm having fun and I'm enjoying the process, because I've limited the friction and I've taken away the things that make it a chore. And the more I do this, the more I'm going to create videos and fall in love with the video creation process. And then when I fortify myself to creating videos and I get into the habit of creating videos and it becomes ingrained in me again, guess what naturally will happen? I'm going to start researching on my own how to make a thumbnail, because I'm going to be holding there that I want to increase the value of my thumbnail. And then I'm going to think about, oh wait, you know what? How do I do this? How do I add that? Because it will organically be part of where I'm holding in this project. So wherever you are in life, whatever endeavor, whatever you're learning, it's important to be true to yourself. It's important to look at yourself unapologetically and realize that every expert started out as a novice. No one started out amazing. Michael Jordan was dropped from his team in high school, and so many other people they started out from the bottom and they worked themselves up. But the people who end up on top are only the people who always stayed in the game. And if you see that a certain rigidity of mind, a certain, structure is creating such a friction for you to be able to continue staying in the game, you have to stop that. You have to make sure that you create a situation where you're staying in the game because you're falling in love with the process and things are fun, and you're looking forward to the next video. You're looking forward to studying more. You're looking forward to the next time you practice your instrument, or you practice your trade, or whatever you're working on. And so many people fall off because of what other people tell them they should be doing, but they're not ready for it yet. So hopefully, we're going to continue this growth process. I really want to share what I've learned because I'm sure other people could benefit from it. But I actually enjoyed making this horrible video. Like and subscribe for more because I think it's going to be good.